we're starting off here with a melt and pour. And the melt and pour that I'm using is an aloe soap. And then I just added some of this here. It's the neon orange from TKB Trading. So what I'll do with this one is I'll go ahead and melt it. Like you see right there, there's still a little piece that needs to be melted. So we'll go ahead and get this melted up, get the goat's milk melted up, and then we'll start working on our pouring. All right, be back in a bit. So for the fragrance, I am using the orange soda pop with these ones. Now I got just a small size because I want to make sure that we like this one and that it smells good, which so far it smells amazing. It smells just like an orange creamsicle. Alright, so something that I add to the soap is whenever I have a fragrance that has vanillin in it, I add what they call a vanilla color stabilizer. Now I get this from Brambleberry, and the way that it works is it's equal parts fragrance to the equal parts of the vanilla color stabilizer. And the reason you do this is that it helps it keep from turning brown, because anytime you have vanillin in your fragrance, it's going to turn your soap brown. So equal parts fragrance to the vanilla color stabilizer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pour in the fragrance and the vanilla color stabilizer mixed together. Oh, it smells actually really good. Mix it really good. Alright, now I'm going to set this one aside while I make the other fragrance that's in the goat's milk. Goat's milk. Now the goat's milk, I'm not going to add any color to it. I'm just going to do the goat's milk with this neon orange mix. But I will add the vanilla color stabilizer, along with the fragrance to this soap. See, I am down to just myself today, so I don't have any help holding the camera, but I did go ahead and pour it in already. And you can see it kind of has a little bit of a yellow tint to it, so we've got to mix it real good to make sure that we can dissolve all of this and really make sure it's mixed in real good with the color, with the soap in here. That way we don't get any streaks or separation. Good, actually looks pretty good. I don't see any more oil marks or fragrance marks. Alright, so I'm taking a look at the orange, and you'll see right around here you can see the separation. So this one still needs a bit more mixing. So I like to kind of try to mix the two of my soaps when they're about 110 degrees, and right now this one's right about 118. And the goat's milk, let's see, this one is running right around 140. So that one has to cool down, but I'm going to give this one a light mix, because you don't want to mix too much or too vigorously, because what it'll do, it starts creating a bunch of little bubbles, air bubbles in it, and I prefer not to have those. If we do get them, you can always spritz some alcohol, pretty much anything that's over 91%, and that'll help pop those bubbles. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to show you these while I'm waiting for the soap to cool. These are the embeds that I've made a couple of weeks ago. I use these also with a grape soda, and what they are, these are just basic clear glycerin with some glitter to have them have a little bit of that shimmer sparkle to them, so that they kind of have a nice look once they're mixed in with the soaps. And I like these to kind of have that look of ice cubes in there. The glitter that I use is a biodegradable glitter, and I believe I've also purchased that through Brambleberry. Alright, so I just checked the temperatures, and they're both running right around 112 degrees, so let's get pouring. Alright, so I laid out my mold for you. Alright, let's make this happen. Let's check this out. Alright. So something that I have found, which is a little hard just so you guys can receive, is typically I pour it from higher above. The higher you pour, the lower it goes down and gets into the soap. Ooh, there was a little chunk we don't want to see. So I'm going to mix these up a little bit more, or heat them up a little bit. Give them a little spritzy there. All right. All right, guys, so I took a few minutes, I reheated them up. So when you work with melt and pour, something you always want to do is you want to make sure you spray each layer. If you take a moment and you stop like that, you got to spray your layers and apply some alcohol on it so that way the soaps will adhere to each other. And I'm going to have to scoot this out a little bit. Spritz, get those bubbles. Go ahead and go in with this goat's milk. So when you do your embeds, you want to spray your embeds real good. And spray your soap so that way they will also stick to the soap on the inside. So you're never really sure where these are going to actually land in the soap. You always can kind of just hope that they kind of spread out a little bit within there, but you never really know exactly where or how they're going to look till you're all done. And of course, something I always like to add is a little touch of shimmer. Well, alright guys, there you have it. Alright guys, I took a minute to wipe it down and to turn it around so that you can take a close-up look at this. It's pretty cute. I love it. You see the shimmer on it. You can see the white and the orange mixed in. So there you go. There you have the orange soda soap, and when it's ready I'll let this sit probably, it's a small one, so I can probably let this sit about 5 hours or so, and then I can unmold it. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready to cut. So hey guys, I'm not really sure if you can see this, but I took a minute to take a look at the sides of the mold, and that way you can kind of see what it's gonna look like possibly when we unmold it, but we shall find out. See you soon.